Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Sheila Yolalesi Fishamanda. I'm from class F4. Here, such usual, I want to retell about the previous material from 13 groups. It is about teaching and curriculum design. I think it's consists about all material that we have learned. It's about the environment analysis, need analysis, goals, principle, goals, content, and sequencing, and then monitoring and assessment, and I think it's an evaluation. Okay, and then I want to explain about the purpose of environment analysis. Okay, the purpose is to make sure that what happens is likely to be successful because a successful course because it takes account of the local situation and what's the name before we decide to make curriculum, and then I think we would like to make or we would make sure that we have analysis about the environment because it is very important. Okay, that's the component of we can analysis in environment analysis is about the students, the teachers, and what's the name? I think it's the environment itself. Okay, or situation, and then the component, the elements. That are 3 elements about the environment analysis is student, teachers, and situations. And then we would analyze about the environment first before we decide to make curriculum. Okay, and next I explain about the analysis. Okay, analysis is that's what's the name? Activity that made to achieve the learning process desired by students or teachers in teaching and learning activities. Then here the teacher or educators need to identify in students situations. Okay, before and then after we decide to analyze the environment, and then we must analyze what's the name, the student needs. Okay, we must know what student needs, about their needs, lacks, or whatever. Okay, because why? Because not all students have high IQ, or not all students smart students, but they're also medium IQ, or low what's the name, low knowledge, rendah pengetahuan. Nah, jadi tidak semua siswa itu memiliki kemampuan yang sama. Jadi kita harus menganalisis supaya kita tahu, then maybe the teachers know what levels or what can the teachers do for the students untuk mencapai sesuatu yang diinginkan untuk yaitu. Okay, and then we are going to principle of learning, of teaching and learning. Okay, principle of teaching and learning. Okay, that can come from research, but such as information can also come from teachers' experience. That principles, and then the mean is principle can come from teachers' experience, and then the teachers what's the name, must make some principle before the teacher teaches students. Okay, that are 3 step of major set about the principle, it is called by the environment and its analysis, and then we make principle. Okay, we immediately going to goals, content and sequencing. Okay, for the goals is, I think that I understand about the goals about the course language or kursus bahasa atau sekolah bahasa itu, it's mean how that course it is to run according to predetermined rules, namely what is done by a teacher to students, how the teacher makes something that can be done by students, so that classroom conditions are not monotonous. Okay, that's the goals about the course language is how the teacher makes the situation class is fun and have fun and comfort. It is maybe not become monotonous conditions. Okay, and then content it is about the materials, and teacher must must be master learning materials, and then the teacher must know what will be done class during the class learning. So content is a teaching material used by teachers to teach. Okay, materi yang akan digunakan untuk guru mengajar siswa itu adalah konten. Why will the teacher teach vocabulary? Apakah guru itu akan mengajar vocabulary or something else or grammar or etc. Okay, and then sequencing is it is mean, what's the name, urutan. Okay, the point here is after the teacher determines the materials or teaching materials, then the teacher must understand from what part the teachers can begin the materials, begin for teaching. Okay, and then or apakah itu dari mengajar harus mengetahui urutan-urutan step-step dari mata pelajaran apa part-part dari pelajaran tersebut. Misalkan pelajaran bahasa Inggris, apa dulu nih yang harus diajarkan, ataukah it is grammar or vocabularies or tenses or something else. Okay, and then we going to format and presentation. Format and presentation is like a lesson plan. Okay, format and presentation is we make a format about what we will teach every day, or we can make per semester. We also can do it, and then we make it for, and then we presented in front of the class. Kita membuat RPP bisa setiap hari atau bisa setiap semester saja. Setelah itu kita and then after that we can use to presentation or use to teach during the class. Okay, and then we move to the monitoring and assessment. Monitoring is about the activities regarding curriculum implementation. Okay, pengawasan selama atau activities regarding selama kurikulum itu berjalan. Okay, the point here is when schools are implementing the curriculum must be held monitoring or to find out the things or problems that are felt during the curriculum implementation. Okay, and for assessment it is about the evaluation about the carry out by curriculum supervisor. Okay, that's the curriculum is what the monitoring is about the regarding curriculum implementation, and then assessment is about the evaluation that carry out by curriculum supervisor for menilai kurikulum yang sudah berjalan di kelas tersebut, di sekolah tersebut. Okay, and then for the last is evaluation. Evaluation is can consist brief questionnaires, example of students' work, record of improvement such as pen speed reading gaps or writing gaps, and the amount of work completed such as the amount of extensive reading that the student have done. It is a useful professional development exercise for teachers to evaluate their language course. Use some principle of language teaching. That is, for each principle, the teacher describe how it is being implemented in their course. Okay, and then the environment analysis, and for the conclusion here is in curriculum and syllabus design is conclude about the environment analysis, that analysis and anything and all that I have tell in the first video. Okay, and then environment analysis consists three elements, that is student, teachers, and situations. It is okay. That's all about these materials. Okay, I hope that's uh, bermanfaat. Then that's all from me. Okay, thank you for attention, and I do sorry if I have some mistakes or I do some mistakes that I wrong about the materials, that I do sorry so much. Okay, that's all, and then wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.